Hey everyone, welcome back to the best U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 17th of February, 2025. And in this video, we're talking about the two releases that are coming up this week. Number one, we have a release today. And then on the 20th, we have another release. That's the American Women Quarter Proof Set. And it is the last. Well, I just got to show you. It's quite incredible. But before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to reach a bazillion subs. It's a tremendous number. Not sure exactly what the number is, but it's got to be ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. Now, let's bounce over here to moneymetals.com. Oh, and by the way, I saw a lot of, I've been thinking about it, actually. Should I, when I'm doing these Money Metals, JM Bullion, APMEX spot prices, this is like a poll right now, right? Tell me yes or no, or one or two, one yes, two no. If I should do best deals of the day for gold purchases, because I got to tell you, there's some really good deals out there. I saw a lot of places that had limited time offers for selling, just silver rounds at spot price. And if you're buying silver rounds at spot, that's like an incentive to melt them. And they're just, they're not like American Silver Eagles or, Canadian Maples and that sort of thing. They're just silver rounds, right? So here we go. Just let me know. Gold is up $15.90 to $29.10.95. Silver up 27 cents to $32.63. Platinum up $9.60 to $1,005 even Steven. And palladium up $22.70 to $1,026 even Steven. Yes, Dr. Copper down 2 pennies to $4.62. And we'll be talking about Dr. Copper a little bit later in this episode. Now over here, you're looking at in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.49 for a quantity 1 through 39. You'll pay $39.12. A lot of nines in there, $9.99. And over here, look at this. The sell to us price is $33.44. That's interesting. A lot of doubles here. Larger lots may be discounted. Over here to the bullion sales at the United States Mint, wonder about production sales and figure and bullion sales. And I got to tell you, if I put American Eagle or American the Beautiful or American Buffalo, which I'm going to stick with the Eagle here, sales totals by month or year dated coins sold, I'm going to stick with the month. Well, you can't see it. Let me scroll down so you can see it. I try to tell everybody what the bullion sales are for 2025, but I just can't, only because, well, the United States Mint doesn't even have a chart for those right now. And it would be really neat if I could show everybody the demand for American Gold Eagles and American Silver Eagles right about now. That's the bullion ones. I'm not talking the proof ones. We find those out from the Mint's own numbers on their numismatic sales. Now, let's keep on keeping on. This is the set I'm talking about. This is the American Women Quarters Proof Set subscription. Okay, that's the pivotal word here, subscription. It has been, sold out for quite a few days now. And, it's sold out because 2026 will not have any more American Women Quarters. This is it, folks. So this is the first sign of 2025 of the year that the American Women Quarters program has finally reached the sunset of the program. And this particular product is going to be, I believe, let's see, 60,000, all right, and 60. And the price of this one is $26.50. And it ships February 20th. So that's just 3 short days from now. So let's go to the product schedule. There, we got it right there, February 17th. That's today. And would you look at that? The United States Mint's website is selling, paper currency, and they do sell paper currency on here. You just got to find it right there, paper currency. But typically, the United States Mint does not have it on their product schedule. They keep it over here, right? That's new. And what's interesting about this particular, product for the $2 bills is, it is a C, okay? And you can find these on the Mint's. I just said that right. Just trying to cover my bases, not my tracks. That means something different. So no mintage limit, no product limit. This does have a C. That's where it's been printed. Now, if you go over here to eBay, you can find the very same thing. You got the $2 notes. There's 32 notes per sheet from 2013. However, some of them are from Dallas. Some of them are from other places, right? There's a K. Now, I guess that begs the question, will these have the C on them? Because that's the photograph that we're looking at. So definitely an interesting thing to talk about. This product features the largest uncut currency sheet available. That's right. The series 2013 $2 32 note uncut currency sheet bears the signatures of the Secretary of the Treasury, Jacob Lew, and the Treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios. An informal insert is included describing the design of the note. And they should have that pictured as well, I would think. But there it is. Now, if I were to buy any of these, which I don't, I'm not really into currency, but I would probably go a little bit more novel and put this in some kind of shadow box. It is amazing to see these things. This is a 50 note sheet right there. That's probably the largest, I would imagine. Anyway, this is cool. $86, $102. But I gotta ask folks, paper currency, it's, how am I going to say this without even being, well, it's fiat currency, right? You know what fiat currency is? It's just the value that it's assigned by the government that issues it, right? Well, what's more important, right? And I've said this, I think, since the beginning of the channel. Paper currency is outstanding, but for me, I would say that since that Super Bowl announcement, and this is what I'm going to be doing this week. I finally snapped out of it and was thinking, gosh, what does this all mean? Well, this means that I should be going to my bank, collecting as many boxes of pennies, as many boxes of nickels as I could probably find in my area. And if those are all gone, I might have to extend and widen my search area, or maybe even use a contact within the bank to make other calls. And there are such things as main branches and then satellite branches. Maybe if you're at a main branch, you'll have better access to the coins. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to get really interesting. I do believe that a lot of people are going to get defensive in their postures for buying and selling and trading in between countries. Okay. And because of that, we know that nickel comes from about 3 or 4 countries, most of it in Indonesia. And nickel, I would imagine, will become more expensive than it ever has. We're going to probably hit new heights with that. And we're already up to 462 for Dr. Copper. We see that right here, 462. And yeah, I mean, look at this. Okay, check this out. If I got 50 rolls of these pennies, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mundane and boring over here, but check this out. A $25 box of Lincoln cents is worth, in melt value, $76.36. And I know there's a lot of you who've been, well, counting the days since 1982 when you might be able to melt down all of those copper pennies that you've been saving / hoarding, right? So this is going to be pretty amazing that this opportunity has finally, potentially, right? It's a definite possibility of a firm maybe, because, well, we haven't heard anything from the Treasury Secretary or the United States Mint Director. So really interesting how they're kind of like, don't say anything, mum's the word. We're not going to make any moves on this just yet. Now, why nickels? Well, check this out. If you got the, yeah, look at that. 50, all right, roll of 50, a roll of 40 coins in the roll. Yeah, and there's 50 rolls in a box. That's, well, that box, that $100 box that you can pick up at the bank is worth $114.75. And I got to tell you, there was a point where we had silver, or not silver, rather, the nickel was way more expensive that we're seeing now. And these boxes of nickels were about 125 to 130 for just melt value. So if they get rid of the nickel, they get rid of the Lincoln cent. Well, guess what? That's money, I would think, in people's pockets. And have you already are you smarter than me and already figured out that you should be getting these boxes of nickels and boxes of cents if that's what you're into? Yeah, let me know if you've done that already. So let's keep on keeping on. I don't want to keep on yammering for way too long. Here's a question I asked the Google machine. What has more intrinsic value, paper money or coin? Right? Well, obviously, the coin has copper and nickel, and the paper money, well, it's just paper, right? Yeah. And remember, coins, especially those made of gold and silver, have historically held intrinsic value because of the metal itself is valuable, not because of the denomination on it. And that, that's, I guess, think about the American Silver Eagle. It's a $1 denomination, although if you try and purchase those bad boys, yeah, you're going to be paying $39 each, right? Even though it has a $1 denomination. It says so right here on the reverse right there. So there it is, folks. I think the writing's on the wall. I think that we're real close to some really interesting economic times happening. And you know what? Let me do one more thing. I'm just going to look up economy. I probably spelled it wrong. Got my fingers in the way. Yeah, and then I'm going to hit news. All right. And I'm not trying to be well, what is it? Negative Nelly? I don't know. Japan's economy recovered in second half, but barely grew in 2024. Look at that. Oh, boy, I think that's exactly what I wanted to show you, is that the contagion, all right, is growing, and there's another thing that's also growing. It's a liquidity crisis, right? And whoops, I can't even spell, my big fat fingers are in the way. Yeah, I think this is a liquidity crisis coming very shortly, and it's going to probably be global. And this is just my opinion. This is my speculation. I'm typically not a channel for economics, but the rumors are in the wind. Okay, let's just say that. Look at this liquidity crisis rumors for Pakistani. Look at this. What's that? Javier Milei. I don't even, liquidity crunch right there. Libra token. Okay, whoa, what? European liquidity crisis laid bare 4 days ago. Investors amid liquidity crisis in China. Well, it seems like it might be worldwide. Yeah, think about that. Now, speaking of the world, yeah, the world. This is the golden mean. And the golden mean is to love this world, do good in life, and aspire to the world to come. So I'm going to try this today because I don't think I've ever tried it. Saʿadia, ben yosef gaon. That's it. I think I've got it. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now let's bump over here to 395, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Echo and the Bunnymen. Name of the song is Silver. Yeah, silver. Gosh, golden mean, silver, silver and gold, gold and silver. Interesting video today, Stacker. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Now, if you want to support the channel, there are 2 ways. You can hit this button right here, and then I think there's a donation for PayPal, but the best way, I would think, is to become a member. It's $1.99 a month. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee, and I got these videos keep coming out each and every single morning, regardless of rain or shine or however hot it becomes here. And I think that's it. I want to thank y'all. Peace out.